With markets in turmoil and a recession looming, anxious investors are scouring tweets from Michael Burry, who is best known for his bet against the housing market before the financial crisis. Burry has long argued that U.S. consumers are spending down their savings, inflation is here to stay, and corporate profits are set to take a hit, which means a recession is all but guaranteed. More recently, he says that this recession could last much longer than most investment banks anticipate because options for intervention to spur economic growth from the Federal Reserve and the federal government are limited owing to rising inflation. The hedge funder, whom actor Christian Bale portrayed in the 2015 film The Big Short, has been sounding the alarm about the potential for a devastating recession. And while some have criticized his consistently pessimistic outlooks and spotty track record, he has made some prescient predictions lately. Just before the crypto winter in June 2021, for example, Burry warned crypto investors that the mother of all crashes was coming. Since then, the crypto industry has watched its value plummet from around $3 trillion to roughly $850 billion, according to CoinMarketCap. Burry also called the stock market the greatest speculative bubble of all time in all things in 2021, before the S&P 500 cratered 18% this year. Still, Burry's predictions aren't always on point. In July, after the S&P 500 logged its worst first-half performance since 1970, the hedge funder warned that the index could fall to 2,800 this year. But since then, it's actually traded flat, with some volatility in between. Burry has been putting his money where his mouth is when it comes to his bearish predictions, however. Burry is a somewhat unlikely Twitter star, but his cryptic tweets, which disappear from his account at some point after they're published, have captivated worried traders looking for guidance in an uncertain and rapidly changing investment world. Ranging from his views on the Federal Reserve to inflation to the recent stock market plunge, the tweets reflect increasing fears of an economic downturn at a time when Americans are already reeling from soaring inflation and a lack of affordable housing. Burry is validating that sense of dread, and his accurate bet on the housing market crash gives him credibility, even to newbie investors that haven't experienced a recession before, according to Peter Atwater, professor of economics at the College of William and Mary. In a recent tweet, which was as usual deleted from his main account, but was salvaged by a Burry archive account, Burry said that the Fed is easily the worst thing that happened to America since the market panic 156 years ago, and we have been exclusively buying into whatever lies we are being told. Explicitly, it boils down to the chairman of the Fed always using plunge protection as an excuse to make the worst choices. In an earlier tweet, Burry pointed out that we are plunging into a multi-year recession and no one has an idea how short he is on the markets. What strategy will pull us out of this real recession, he said in a now-deleted tweet on Tuesday. What forces could pull us so? There are none. So we are really looking at an extended multi-year recession. The investor of The Big Short fame seems to be suggesting the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government have few good options to shore up growth. He has previously accused policymakers of fueling inflation by flooding the economy with money during the pandemic and warned that could make it tougher and more expensive to stimulate growth in the future, especially if doing so would fuel price increases. Burry has been predicting a recession for a while. In June, he noted Americans, faced with surging prices and higher interest rates, are saving less, borrowing more, and poised to virtually exhaust their savings by Christmas. Those trends threaten to hammer consumer spending, erode corporate profits, and spark an economic downturn, he said. The Scion Asset Management founder also noted in his latest tweet that other commentators are forecasting a mild, short-lived recession, not a deep and protracted one. Who is predicting this? He said. There are none. At least one expert took issue with Burry's claim that he's the only one bracing for a prolonged downturn. Some of us have been predicting a long and severe recession and made a detailed case for why we are headed towards a great stagflationary debt crisis, NYU Stern economist Nouriel Roubini tweeted to Burry on Wednesday. There have been speculations about the authenticity of Burry's latest predictions, and investors are kept on their toes as they wait for a signal to either exit the market or buy into it more. What do you think of Michael Burry's latest predictions for the U.S. economy? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.